Welcome back to Options Hedging for Beginners. In our previous segment, we explored what options are, the difference between calls and puts, option premiums and strike prices. Now, let's discuss another critical aspect of options: expiration dates and how they affect time value.
That's right, Sarah. Unlike stocks, which can be held indefinitely, every option has an expiration date, the date when the contract ends. After this date, the option no longer exists. This finite lifespan is what makes the time value component of an option so important to understand.
So let's start with the basics. What types of expiration schedules exist in the options market?
Most stocks have monthly options that expire on the third Friday of each month. Many liquid stocks also have weekly options that expire every Friday. For even more active securities, there are now even daily expirations available. Longer dated options called LEAPs, or long-term equity anticipation securities, can expire up to 3 years in the future. Time value, which we touched on earlier when discussing premiums, is directly affected by how much time remains until expiration. This phenomenon, where options lose value as time passes, is known as time decay or theta decay. This decay isn't linear, it accelerates as expiration approaches. Which is why options traders often say, time is the enemy of the option buyer.
Could you walk us through some examples that demonstrate how expiration dates and time decay impact option strategies?
Sure, let's say Microsoft is trading at $300 and you're bullish. A $300 call expiring in 7 days might cost $6, while the same strike expiring in 30 days costs $12, and one expiring in 90 days costs $21. If Microsoft stays at exactly $300 through all these dates, the 7-day option will lose 100 of its value, the 30-day option will lose about $6, and the 90-day option will lose perhaps $4. For a second example, consider a conservative investor who sells covered calls on Apple stock they own. They might choose to sell calls that expire in 30-45 days to benefit from the accelerated time decay in the final month. If they sold a call expiring in 6 months, they'd earn more premium upfront, but would have to wait much longer for significant time decay to occur. A third example involves hedging. If you buy protective puts on your portfolio, choosing longer expirations like 6 months provides longer protection, but at a higher cost. Shorter-term protection is cheaper, but requires more frequent renewal. This is similar to choosing between a 6-month or 1-month insurance policy.
Those examples really highlight how the choice of expiration affects both cost and strategy. How should beginners think about selecting the right expiration for their options strategies?
Great question for directional trades, where you expect a stock to move in a specific direction. Choose an expiration that gives enough time for your thesis to play out. If you're expecting movement based on an earnings report next week, an expiration 3 weeks after gives some buffer. For longer-term views, perhaps choose 6 months out. For hedging, match the expiration to how long you need protection, and always factor in the cost. Longer expirations cost more but provide more time for your strategy to work.
In our next segment, we'll explore the options chain, the organized display of all available options for a particular security. We'll learn how to read it and extract valuable information that can help guide our trading decisions. See you then.